All right, hello everybody. I mentioned earlier today that I was going to start to do some videos on Tiger King only because it is fantastic. Tiger King is one of those shows that you watch and you say, oh my God, what did I just watch? I can't believe that I just watched that. But then you think, oh, that was incredible. Now, there are so many fascinating parts of the show. There's so many things that I want to talk about, all right? I want to talk about paramedic jackets. I want to talk about country music videos. I want to talk about jet skis. I want to talk about panhandle water. I want to talk about all of that. But, all right, the thing that I actually want to talk about right now is something that I haven't seen addressed anywhere, all right? And that actually is methamphetamine, and how it relates to this show. Now, like I said, I haven't seen this talked about anywhere else, and I think this is an important, probably underexplored aspect of this show. If I recall, it's said that this show was shot about 4 years ago. They started filming back in 2016, 2018, all right? And they talk about in the show at some point that, or at least the allegation was made, that they were all on meth, all using meth. And that makes perfect sense. Because back between 2016, 2018, meth was absolutely everywhere, especially in rural areas, all right? And the meth that we're talking about, all right, we're not talking about the slick, fancy's not the right word, but we're not talking about the crystal methamphetamine, the stuff you see in Breaking Bad. We're talking about shake and bake, stepped on meth, all right, little chunks of meth, okay, things that you make in a 2-liter bottle. You use lye, you use battery acid, you use Coleman fuel, you use Sudafed, all right. And when you watch that show, you see it start to kind of go off the rails and it was always off the rails, but it gets a little dark right around episode 5, right kind of on the back third of the show. And you can see that they start to act different. The show gets a little bit darker. They start to act in ways that, even though it was nuts from the beginning, okay, there's a dangerous side that comes from that. And you can see people's physical appearance, okay, from the very beginning of the show. The no teeth, sunken in faces, all right? That is something that is absolutely related to meth, all right? So, moral of the story, okay, as far as all of this goes, is meth is terrible, all right? Meth is not a good drug to ever be used by anybody. Do not make it. Don't be around it, all right? And interestingly enough, as I said, meth is something that was widespread 2016 to 2018, the shake and bake stuff. Since then, that stuff is all pretty much dried up, okay? Because back at that time, that was pretty much the only type of case or drug case that I was doing at that time was meth, because it was everywhere. That is now dried up, and what you're now seeing is crystal meth being shipped into the country from the south. So, and that is everywhere so much now that people actually don't have to make the shake and bake garbage meth, okay? The type of stuff that'll blow up your house when you're trying to make it. So that's just kind of something to keep in mind. And I will get into all of the goodness at some point on Tiger King, because there's so much to talk about. Anything that anybody wants to talk about in that, let me know and we'll get into it. But I want to talk about meth here really quick and say that a lot of the things that you saw in that show, especially towards the back end, I gotta say are absolutely related to methamphetamine and that drug use. So please take care, everybody. Don't do drugs. Definitely don't do meth. And don't hire anybody to kill anybody. Don't do that. Take care.